All right, here we go. Brand new Flyers Daily for the 20th of October, 2023. Flyers coming off their second home game of the season, fourth game of the season, and they get a 4-1 win over the Edmonton Oilers. And here is the number that matters. The number that matters, brought to you by, well, I should say that it's presented by Ticketmaster. Make more memories live. And also this season, the Flyers are teaming up with Penn Medicine for the Penn Medicine Assist. For every Flyers assist this season, and we've got plenty, including a couple from Sean Couturier, Penn Medicine and the Flyers are going to be donating 30 pounds of food to local communities in need. So we like that. But here's the number that matters. If you didn't hear this during the game broadcast, Tim Saunders brought it up. And assuming they don't add a shot for McDavid, sometimes they do add shots after the games. But it's only the second time in 89, his last 89 games, that Connor McDavid was held without a shot on goal. Now, he did have a point in the game. He had a secondary assist on the lone goal that Zach Hyman scored at 15:23 of the second period to make the game 2-1. But Connor McDavid did not have a shot on goal. And listening to John Tortorella after the game, he had Sean Couturier on the ice for every single one of Connor McDavid's shifts, with the exception of one shift. That shift was during that 15 minutes and 23 seconds of that where Edmonton got their only goal of the game. We came into this season wondering about Sean Couturier. What was he going to be? He hasn't played in 21 months since December of 2021. He missed the entirety of last year. He had multiple procedures on his back. He is 30 years of age. Sean Couturier has blown my mind. I don't think he's been great, but he's so far ahead of where I thought he would be. And his line in this game against Edmonton, not only are they tasked with mitigating, limiting, controlling what I think is the most dangerous offensive and potent line in the NHL with Evander Kane, Connor McDavid, and Leon Draisaitl, but they also end up driving a ton of offense. Cam Atkinson, a couple of goals. He had the Flyers' second goal on a beautiful assist from Owen Tippett. And last year we heard Torts use the term almost offense a lot. Just one element of a scoring chance or an offensive zone play that would prevent it from ending or resulting in a goal. Well, on this one, first of all, Owen Tippett uses his legs and his forecheck to create the turnover from Evan Bouchard and gain control of the puck inside the Edmonton zone 3.5 minutes into the second period with a 1-0 lead. But then Cam Atkinson just drives the net, and he sticks his stick out there. He sticks the blade of the stick out there beyond the reach of the defenseman and presents the blade of the stick for the deflection, which gives Owen Tippett a target on his backhand. And Tippett delivers a perfect backhand pass right to the slot. And Cam Atkinson, with that stick presented, deflects it high over the glove of Jack Campbell, and it gives the Flyers the 2-0 lead. It's just a great play. First of all, let's go back to the first goal. We're going to hear from Owen Tippett in a minute. But the first goal, I use the term quite a bit of beautiful hockey. And somebody asked me the other day, when you say it's beautiful hockey, what do you mean? Well, look at that first goal that Joel Farabee scored. That was beautiful hockey. Travis Sanheim tail whips a puck in the neutral zone off the stick of an Edmonton player. It's just on the Oilers side of the red line. Tail whips it, whips the stick around, boom, knocks the puck loose, knocks it to Joel Farabee. Farabee then crisscrosses with Bobby Brink and threads a pass through to Brink on this 2-on-2 play, which now turns into a little bit of a 2-on-1 because Brink is able to slip behind the defender. And Brink is coming down the right side, and he's got a really decent scoring chance in there. I call it decent. I won't call it the highest danger, but it's a really good spot to get a shot off and try and score a goal. But Brink doesn't do that. He sells shot first, and then he sends it across to Joel Farabee, who has got one of those scoring chances that is pretty much a sure thing. Slams it into an empty net behind Campbell. That was beautiful hockey. Neutral zone turnover, forced, off an active stick from a defenseman, challenging the red line. Goes the other way on a 2-on-2, crisscrosses, creating the other team to have to make a couple of decisions on how they handle the players crossing. And then a delivery of a pass after selling shot and slamming it into an open net. That's beautiful hockey. That's Joel Farabee's second of the season. Then, as I said, Cam Atkinson presenting the stick, scores his second goal of the season, puts the Flyers up 2-0. As we mentioned before, McDavid gets the secondary assist on the Hyman goal to make it 2-1. Right after that, Carter Hart makes an unbelievable save to keep it at 2-1. And then late in the period, at 18:29, the Flyers are shorthanded. We know this Edmonton power play with McDavid and Draisaitl and Nugent Hopkins and Hyman, how dangerous they are. They're the best power play in the NHL, and they have been for multiple years. You just don't take penalties against the Edmonton Oilers or you won't survive. Well, the Flyers did take a penalty. Cam Atkinson did, as a matter of fact. But the Flyers are shorthanded, and again, the presence of Sean Couturier here can't be, kind of tamped down in any way. He just puts a very fundamental play. He's right up to McDavid, playing McDavid how you have to play him, between McDavid and the net, and he just puts a stick in the lane of where McDavid's trying to pass the puck to the point. And by doing that, McDavid hits the stick. Couturier is able to corral the puck, and great read by Sean Walker to just get up the ice as soon as he sees the turnover and presents a good option for Sean Couturier to get the puck up the ice, up the left side. He does that, and Sean Walker goes in down the left side. It's a right-hand shot, so stick in the middle of the ice, kind of going away from himself. The defenseman from Edmonton goes, you can take the shot from there. I'm going to just give my goalie a clear-sighted shot. So Walker does, but it beats Campbell. It's a horrible goal for Campbell to give up. Short side, high blocker in that position. In a 2-1 game, atrocious goal to give up. But Sean Walker will take it. I don't think when the puck left his stick, if I gave Sean Walker some sodium pentothal, some truth serum, he would have thought that he was really shooting at the score. Now, every time you shoot it, you're trying to score. But you're thinking in the NHL, you're not going to score on that most nights. He gets the goal, shorthanded goal. So you go from being up a goal and trying to kill a penalty from the best power play in the NHL over the last 3 years to now up 2 goals. So what do? You come out in the third period and you absolutely strangle your opponent again. Flyers get the only goal of the third period. They hold Edmonton to 4 shots in the third period. Cam Atkinson gets the goal, his third of the season. And this, again, is a play where you're trying to up the level, the potency of scoring chances. Owen Tippett's in the neutral zone, coming out of his zone, kind of on the left side of the ice. Couturier is going up the right side of the ice. There's a lot of open ice there. Tippett can easily make a 45-degree angle pass to the headman, Sean Couturier, send him in wide and get in and get on the offense and get on the forecheck. That's not what Owen Tippett decided to do. Cam Atkinson slips kind of behind a defender of Edmonton, and Owen Tippett decides, because I got confidence now, I'm going to thread the pass to him, and it sends him in all alone. And Cam Atkinson goes in, absolutely undresses Jack Campbell, slides it through the 5-hole, puts the Flyers up 4-1, and that's your final score. Couturier 2 assists in the game. I thought he was excellent in the game, and dealing with, the most lethal player in the NHL. We talked in yesterday's episode, how's Torts going to use, who's he going to put out there against McDavid and Draisaitl? Is it going to be split duty between Cates and Couturier? It wasn't split duty. It was all Sean Couturier. Again, he led the team in ice time. Again. It wasn't Noah Cates, although Noah Cates was really good in the faceoff circle in the game last night. How about Noah Cates in the faceoff circle? Listen to these numbers. We know he's gotten bludgeoned there in a few games. 11 faceoff wins to 4 faceoff losses. That's pretty impressive. But Couturier in the game, 19 minutes, 56 seconds of ice time, 5 minutes and 10 seconds on the power play, 2:14 on the PK, 12:32 even strength. And that's the player you were really hoping you'd get back with Sean Couturier. Not many, including myself, thought it was possible. Not this early against Connor McDavid. Come on. I thought Brink was tremendous in the game as well. Travis Sanheim, I thought, again, played a really strong, assertive game. 35 shifts for Sanheim, 27 minutes of ice time. He played 20 minutes and 19 seconds of even strength, 417 on the power play, 227 on the PK. Had an assist in the game, was a +2. Had 4 shots on goal. Yeah, I thought he had a really strong performance. And then you look in net, and while the numbers aren't gaudy, 22 saves on 23 shots for Carter Hart and 957 save percentage. He'd make some really difficult saves, but the timing of the saves was, to me, the key. Just solid back there. Really strong performance from the Flyers on this homestand. They outscored their opposition 6-1 in the 2 games, 2-0 win on Tuesday over Vancouver, 4-1 win over Edmonton last night. They'll head on the road on Saturday to take on the Dallas Stars at 8 o'clock. And then next Tuesday, the Cup champs, the 4-0 Vegas Golden Knights, Tuesday night at 11 p.m. My gut tells me we'll see Sam Ersson get his first game of the year coming up on Saturday in Dallas, and Carter will get the game against Las Vegas. We'll see if it plays out that way. But I had a chance after the game to catch up with one of the guys on the line that did the most damage and had the biggest task of the game of having to match and in a lot of ways outdo, outscore, outchance, outpossess the Connor McDavid line. They did exactly that. Here's my conversation with Owen Tippett.
Joining us right now, post game, is Flyers forward Owen Tippett. A couple of apples in this game. Some chemistry developing with your line right now.
Yeah, for sure. I think we talked about it before. We had some chances and some good looks with that same play. I mean, good support and it makes it easier when guys are playing in threes and you have close guys by you.
When you're playing with a guy like Sean Couturier and Cam Atkinson, who've been in this league a long time and very responsible in all zones, does it lessen the burden on you to be a little more driving offensively?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, if we play connected and, we're all on the same page, it doesn't matter kind of who's driving the offense. If we're on the same page, it's going to go well. And to play with 2 guys like that, it's pretty special. And, it makes the game easier for sure.
Tip, one of the things I mentioned on the assist you had to the Cam Atkinson in that second period in the intermission was that there was a lot of almost offense last year, as Torch referred to it, but he gave you a really nice target out ahead of the defender's reach. That makes a big difference in the play to execute it and finish it, right?
Yeah, big time. It also gives you that extra step. I think, it's easier when you see a guy and you have a little bit of time to actually execute the play. And, he's smart. He gets those areas pretty well, and you just have to find him.
Last thing for you. I don't know what constitutes a good start in the NHL, how many games that is, but you're 3-1. You've won both of these games at home against 2 good clubs. You guys got to feel happy about where you are to this point in the season.
Yeah, I think, we set a standard of how hard we want to play. And, I know the word rebuild's been used, but we got a really special group and a really close group in there. And, we can do some pretty cool things if we just stick to our game plan and play as a team.
Well, for being our player of the game, I'm going to give you a soft pretzel, okay? So you can share that with the boys in a room.
Have a good one.
Great to catch up with Owen Tippett post-game as the Flyers get a 4-1 win over the Edmonton Oilers. That was a fundamental hockey game. Fundamental hockey led to a fun result. Flyers just really diligent with the puck. Made Edmonton have to go 200 feet instead of cutting the ice short with lazy dumps that only did the top of the circle. That was just a really good fundamental performance out of the Flyers. And these are good signs to see early. I don't know where it all goes. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to get, into this mode of changing my expectations and going up and down like a toilet seat all year. I'm not doing that. But look, in sports, when things go well, the games are fun and the result is good, you got to enjoy it. So I'll tell you what, enjoy this one today. We'll see what happens on Saturday in Dallas and Tuesday night against Vegas and yada, yada, yada. We'll see that all throughout the year. But this is one to enjoy. So I'm going to do exactly that. Everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Leave us a 5-star rating and review. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment. I'll help more Flyer fans find this content as well. So everybody, enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the win. We'll talk to you tomorrow on a brand new Flyers Daily.